Greetings, everyone. So it's January 18th, 2023. Wow. Hmm. I'm just thinking, it's either the time flew by or it's just some multiple dimensions that I'm experiencing at the same time. And as I grow in my knowledge, I'm realizing exactly that. So I'm here today just to speak about a few topics, right? First of all, I want to welcome those who are just learning about We Heal Nations. And although this will be posted on my personal account right now, I'm still having some issues. I'm setting up We Heal Nations everything at the same time with some help, very limited, but some help. So I am on multiple hats right now. So if you don't mind having these sporadic discussions or talks until we could set up for interactions, I will try and make that happen as soon as possible. But it's very interesting what is happening among the multiple dimensions of the minds of people. Whereas there are people now noticing that there is kind of a zombie effect. I don't know if that will get censored, but an effect of people who are just dazing around, not knowing where they're going or coming. And that's just could be based on their medical situation and what they've done over the last 2 years to their bodies, what they put in as meals as well. But if you've been aware or been listening to the folks that were considered crazy or cuckoo like myself, you would be at a better place right now, right? But that's not to say what you did was wrong or whatever. A lot of people were just misinformed and, programmed to do what they did, to make the choices they did. However, going forward, we're in an energy where everyone has to be responsible for their actions and what they put into their body. Although it is extremely difficult to know what food is safe, I mean, you can take the vibrations of the food. Like if you're going out, you have a sense of, okay, this is a good place, this is not a good place. You have a family who's a good cook. You see their energy when they're cooking. You know that it's with love, and what is in the food is nourishing to your body, your soul, your spirit, right? So I just want to enter another topic at this point regarding the Caribbean islands, the gem of the world, really. And a lot of people are neglectful or not, at the point where they can now look and see for themselves and send for themselves that the truths that were hidden is to keep you in a state of dependency. And at this point, it's each individual's responsibility to assist the next one, as long as they're open for it, because not everybody's open. I'm definitely feeling alone in certain areas, but I'm finding people actually recontacting me and asking questions. So I would direct you to yourself. Remember your upgrowing and your experiences, because those were the lessons you needed to learn so that you could be ready for this time. And if you're ready for this time and you ask for the divine connection to stay with you by going into the wilderness or the forest or whatever you want to call it, doing farming, touching the soil, walking bare feet, Getting the sun, going outside, whether it's cold or not, connecting with people, giving your time, if you don't have money, give your time, give what you know. Somebody might need to learn something about an herb to help them in a certain situation. That's a beautiful gift. It's better than the Federal Reserve notes. But if you're able to assist somebody in any way, just be a part of the ecosystem, because you are. The ecosystem is not just the animals. It's just a part of it. But we are the main economy of the ecosystem. We decide how much we should take from the resources of the land and how much should be left back. Now, if we're greedy, we're going to get the karma of that, However, we'll find now today that less is more, and being a part of a community that engage in one another and exchange with one another, that is more valuable than anything, and that is God. That is God in action. Okay? To tell me to go into a particular building that is cold and have images of something unknown that cannot be explained by these people who have it, and that cannot represent God or creator to me. Somebody created it, yes, and put it there, yes, but is it a divine creator? Is that what it's meant? Or is it something more within? So this is where the questions that we need to ask is so vital. What is my responsibility? And why did I come? Why did I come at this time? Why did I decide to be incarnate at this time? Because we did decide. There's no magical thing that somebody just said, okay, pow, and there you are. And the system that was created, that have many people believing they have to remove their womb, they have to only have one or two children, or all these rules and regulations, that is so unnatural. Because if you look at the rest of the ecosystem, that is working very well, except when man intervenes and shoot or kill or overkill or whatever, there is an imbalance. So how do we bring back the balance? We just simply start to be. We start to be beings, man, woman. We start to respect the children on the land and respect the natural flow of things, the natural flow of energy, the natural flow. And sometimes just not think, just do. Just do what you see needs to be done. Why does it have to go through a body or a board to have a decision made to fix a road or to create access to land where you can grow food? Does that make any sense to you people? Like, you have to go through all these different committees and so-called heads of banks. Banks of what? What are you banking? Is there really money that's in there? No, it's your information that is collected to create that ecosystem, which is unnatural. Because when you are in a boardroom, that is unnatural. When you're outside, bare feet, talking, doing, actually taking part, that is natural. Okay? I've seen people complain about on Facebook, for example, there was a post saying that he was outside of a supermarket, and I'm going to say it because they cannot attack the living, right? Massey supermarket is a legal fiction. So I can say it because I know how to defend myself, because a legal fiction operating in fraud on the land cannot have any authority over the beings that were there before they even existed, trading in a natural way. So when you know who you are, that you are a living part of the ecosystem that trade, just like the animals that go and hunt to get their food or whatever they do, we are part of that. And no entity at any time is allowed to commit genocide so that they can profit. And it is genocide when they take your information and prop up big corporations and then dictate to you how to do things, because it's your information while they're around. The country is a corporation. The country used the statistics, the vital information that makes up each being on the land, and then puts it in their books to create a sum that then goes to make an assumption that this is their constituents, and they need to have a budget for that constituent, which in the end they never get it done, right? So how do you take that power back? You simply fire the person who's creating that budget because he's in a breach of trust. Now, I'm not going to say all that you need to do, but like, if that's a good hint, it's a good hint. If you are not at all at the level where you can understand, ask somebody, what is she talking about? Because I really can't break it down anymore. If you are the head of your household, you know exactly what you need. You need 10 bananas, you need whatever, breadfruit, some fish, whatever. You are the head of that thing, and then you make sure that you bring it. And then there's somebody who cleans them and prepares them and cook them and etc., etc. And then there's person who clean up. So you're actually using your energy. Now these corporations, Canada, whatever, what energy are they putting in? Nothing. So how could they have an authority over the people who actually have the energy? I want you to answer that question. What is a citizen? A citizen is a slave, in fact. Look up the real meaning of citizen. Okay? Look it up. Peace and love.